Hello people of the Gamebook world, this is Stuart Lloyd making a vlog while I'm parked and waiting. So yes, as I tweeted, there's just too much going on for me to just write about. So I'm just going to give you a quick news roundup of what's been going on, what's going on next month in August. So, first of all, there's a new version of Destiny Quest out. Yay! It's upgraded. Yay! There's more quests. Yay! There's more shops. Yay! It's got a wonderful new cover. Yay! Everything's great about it. So buy it. You can buy it in softback or hardback. More stuff that's come out. Warhammer gamebooks have started to come out. There are 3 at the moment. First one was Hive of the Dead. Second one was Beneath the City of the White Wolf, and the third one has just come out. It's called Herald of Oblivion by Jonathan Green. Hive of the Dead and Herald of Oblivion are 40k books. City of the White Wolf is a fantasy book, so have a look at them. They're available through Black Library, £13 each. There's other stuff that's going on. Revenant Rising, one of the Gamebook Adventures books, is now available on Android. Frankenstein by Dave Morris is out, available on iPhones, iPads, etc. There's loads of other new stuff out, so this is only the tip of the iceberg. But there's a new, I found a game called Under the Searing Sky, which is, it's a nice bit of interactive fiction. You should try it out. It's set in a cyberpunk setting, and you start off, you don't know anything about yourself. So that's a good mystery to work out. I managed to complete it after a few goes. Other things, that's for this month. So because there was so much stuff to catch up on, I made a blog called the Gamebook Feed. So basically what I did was I found any RSS feeds on sites related to gamebooks, and just all I've done is put links to them, so you can get updates on that. Okay. Right, next month, a lot of great stuff coming out. Blood of the Zombies. A new Fighting Fantasy gamebook to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Fighting Fantasy is out at the beginning of August. It's by Ian Livingstone. It's in a modern setting and it involves lots of zombies, so keep your eyes peeled for that. It will then, pretty soon after its release in paper version, be released by Gamebook Adventures for the iPhone, electronic versions. Are brilliant. Windhammer opens. The Windhammer Competition is open in the beginning of August. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't start writing now. Start writing now if you want to enter it, okay? There's still plenty of time to write up to a 100-paragraph gamebook, especially if you use some software like Advel. And I've got links to everything there on my blog, and I've got a link to those links just underneath the video. Judge Dredd is going to come out soon. That's another Gamebook Adventures innovation. So there's going to be a Judge Dredd gamebook, which will be brilliant. And then finally, no, not quite finally, I've got my Lloyd of Gamebooks has its 2nd birthday at the end of August, so I'll be summarising what's been happening in the last couple of years. Another piece of news that's come up. There's been a sort of upsurge in people writing their playthroughs of Fighting Fantasy gamebooks and other gamebooks on blogs. So there's Fighting Fantasy, which has been around for ages. It's been around so long that he's gone through almost every Fighting Fantasy book and a couple of Lone Wolf ones, and now he's going through them again. So he's just put up his Starship Traveller 2nd go round, and it was the worst attempt ever. His words, not mine. He killed off half his crew, didn't find any coordinates, and just promptly got sucked into a black hole. There's still Turn to 400, which has recently released the playthrough of Talisman of Death. So always very amusing there. There's Gamebook Geek, which has the most thorough playthrough ever. So it gives you the average skill and stamina of every Fighting Fantasy gamebook you go through. The average skill and stamina of his of Terralion, as he's called, his encounters, lots of analysis, also a very amusing playthrough as well. So if you want a really thorough analysis of a Fighting Fantasy gamebook, he's on Starship Traveller at the moment, so if you want the first 4, then go to that. There's a couple relatively new gamebook playthrough blogs. There's Fighting for Your Fantasy, and there's May Your Stamina Never Fail, and they're relatively new, maybe about 2 months old at the most at the time of recording, but they're shooting through the Fighting Fantasy books, and they're not necessarily doing them in order either. Okay, so although there's plenty of Warlock of Fartop Mountain playthroughs out there, these guys are doing Sword of the Samurai, Creature of Havoc, and various other things. Skylord's coming up next, so have a read of those. So there's plenty in the world of gamebooks going on, and I believe I've only just scratched the surface of the tip of the iceberg, to mix my metaphors. So get on the Gamebook feed, do your own search. There's way too much for one person to keep up with, and see you later. Happy gamebook!